What's going on, folks? Welcome to another stay on Vase Island. Today with me is Violet Monsoon. We will be doing what we do, which is getting lost and killing monsters. Again, dragon, fight the dragon.
Is that your theme song?
It is today.
Great. I feel like it's been so long since we played this. Just been playing Wulong.
Speak for yourself.
You're so sassy today.
I don't stop playing Monster Hunter. Nah, you taking it as sass. Everything I say, it's sassy. Nah. You're just speaking for the both of us and saying wrong things. That's what's going on. You've been doing that a lot here. It's been a while since we played Monster Hunter, man. I play Monster Hunter daily. I don't stop.
Okay, but like grammatically, I did say it's been a while since we, and has been a while since we have played together.
And I would have left it alone if you wouldn't have added in the Wolong. Then I was like, yo, one, we've never played Wolong together.
Listen,
yeah,
I
right.
just got a scathing email from work. I don't need it from you.
Stop trying to sneak in all this extra work. They sick of y'all working so fucking much, working so hard. It's bullshit. The company wants you to clock out. Get with it.
Such a bad employee.
Such a bad fucking person. What are you doing putting in these hours they scheduled you for? Fuck you. You let me know when you start fighting Mr. Dior.
The French or the Spanish version?
Oh, don't make me go with the French. Terrible French accent. About as good as my Australian, which sounds about as great as my Wales. Ooh, get my Walish going.
My French accent comes in handy a lot. So
does it? Ooh, wee. Girls are like, oh. Well, this is coming in handy for you.
Yeah, you know.
Oh, all right. Let's take this guy to church.
Oh no.
I said to church. What you doing over there? Let's take him to church. Oh,
listen,
no.
I've never fought this guy before, but
if you've never fought Mr. Dior, then yeah. Lots and lots and lots and lots of wind pressure. He's a very vertical creature as well.
So what you're saying is need more Gust Crab. No, you're not even gonna laugh at that? Not even a smile?
I didn't hear you. Your volume's kind of low.
Oh, I said
just on my end.
Oh.
I think my game's too loud.
Oh, you know what? My mic is kind of far away. I said we need more Gust Crab then. That's what you mean?
1 second. 1 second. 1 second. Gotta turn her down. You're not up enough. That means I can't listen to my game music, but that's fine. All right, now what you say?
I said, so what you're saying is we need more Gust Crab.
Yeah, I heard you the first 5 times. I just kept having you repeat it.
I hate you.
You gonna keep Gust Crabbing me?
You know.
Right.
It's my thing.
Don't forget about the fish here. They do provide decent buffs. Which is crazy. They just give you the buffs. I think that's why they put some of the more difficult monsters into the Infernal Springs and other places. because these normal maps and rides provide a lot of benefits for the players, and it made things too convenient. The newer maps from Sunbreak, they have some convenient stuff, but it's nothing like fish that just jump through and heal you real quick. Oh shit. I forgot they go up. I'm spinning around looking for them. I forgot they go up.
I didn't even know that could happen with a land. Oh no.
Well, you know Magnamalo can fly with firepower. He's like a firebender. Like literally the same way that they fly is the same way that Magnamalo gets around. Well, that's not good. That's not good at all.
What? My riding?
Yeah, we wanted to attack, not to launch him into the other monster, because Kushala is the target. If you're not riding the target, the idea is to attack the target.
I did attack, and then I stumbled and I didn't regain my footing.
Gotcha.
Unfortunately, so it was a mistake regardless. But I did get in one attack.
Well, that's good. At least we got something.
I just feel like I feel like I have to defend myself. I'm in a very defensive mood today.
See.
I feel like everybody's trying to do me dirty.
And Dragon is for sure.
Yeah. I feel like it's not a good fight for Gold Blades either.
It is. You just have to use Towering Volt.
Oh my gosh, I'm using buttons for Wulong, like my pots and shit.
Oh, that ain't good.
Fail.
Got to hit
Yeah.
up real quick.
Yeah.
Good luck on that, bro.
I'm like, why am I not healing? What's going on?
Man, I miss those powder bombs. That's the one thing about Insect Glaive on Sunbreak, is they increase the damage dramatically by giving the Kinsects the ability to gather all their dust, all their powder, and create a vortex bomb. And it does so much damage. And you can do that in conjunction with still fighting, because obviously your Kinsect acts independently of you. So you can have all that going on, creating the powder, doing all this stuff like that while you're still attacking and everything. And then the moment you have to retreat, you can then, fucking nuke them. I did a montage of it in my early days of trying to figure out how I wanted to create content. I tried out montages. I don't dislike them, but I do dislike my powder bomb montage, so I'm gonna have to try that again.
I'm sure I've seen it.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. If not, I can always send it to you, but it's on with the rest of the crap.
I just get confused on what I've seen where, because you don't have everything listed on every platform. Like
Correct.
some you just post. So sometimes I forget. I think I've seen everything, but I just don't always remember which one I saw it on.
I would say you probably have known. That's not an insult.
You sure?
What? The fact that you've seen my content?
Yeah.
You son of a bitch.
I feel like some people would be insulted by that. Like, I don't
really have a lot of content, so I would be surprised.
Insult a lot of people.
Huh?
Unintentionally.
Oh, yeah. It happens. People get insulted. They'll be alright. Here comes the hurricane.
I disagree. You have a lot. You have a lot of content time-wise, like length.
Oh yeah, for sure, yeah.
In terms of like shorts and stuff, there's not, but
Whole entire world
sometimes I
seems
just
to
put
be
it.
shorts crazy.
Oh yeah.
You remember
And then-
Quibi? That didn't work out, huh?
I do remember Kitty.
Damn.
I heard
Oh
someone.
no,
I heard.
I missed him.
Oh no! I heard someone trying to describe Discord to someone, and they were like, "It's like AOL chat, but like a chat room, but like multiple chat rooms." And I was like, "Oh wow, that takes me back."
Terrible explanation for Discord too. But yeah, I remember AOL
Yeah.
chat room.
I think I talked to a lot of creepy men.
A lot of what now?
Creepy men.
Oh yeah, that's all that was on there. Dudes creeping up, trying to get on with kids. What's your ASL? You know what I'm saying? If you were too old, they were out, bro. AOL was just pervs, man. Lot of-
It's amazing to me that like I met people IRL from AOL chat.
Are you serious?
Yeah, like not like nothing romantic. I was like 11, but like when I was like able to drive like 14, 15, I like met some like headbangers, I guess. I don't know. They were in a band. And so I was gonna go to one of their concerts, but I didn't. Because they weren't very good, honestly.
But you went and you actually physically hung out with them?
Oh, we went to the mall. But yeah, we met up at the mall.
And how old were these people?
How old were they?
Mm-hmm. You said you were 14. How old were they?
I don't know. Older.
The stories you be telling me, man. What?
I mean, they were probably like mid 20s, I would say.
Yeah, not cash money. That's not good.
That wasn't unusual. That's not unusual. Like,
For little girls to meet 20-year-old men and go hang out at the mall with them?
I'm just saying, at that time, it was not uncommon.
Yes, it is. That's a crime. Is what you're talking about. Though
I
they're
would say,
I will say this. As a father, there's no business that a 20-year-old man has with my 14-year-old daughter. None, period. All they're looking for is statutory rape. I'm sorry, I said that, the big R word. I gotta believe that. But yeah, they're looking for something in particular. And I'm very happy nothing happened to you, but yo, that sounds insane. I got a 14-year-old daughter, so hearing that made my heart skip a beat. Like, what?
yeah, I mean, everything kind of adds up. I was naive. I was kind of like, rejecting everything that I had ever known in life and my parents and, everything that I thought was like, oh yeah, this will be fun was like super like,
Yeah, like
Yeah.
no, but
yeah, it would be like a no.
yeah. The problem is that you weren't wrong for rebelling against your parents, you know, from everything that I know about them. But the problem is that not everything they said was wrong, but it's hard to discern when a large amount of it is biased, like, you know, whether it's racist or sexist or whatever. If that rhetoric starts coming from someone who's in charge of you and you don't agree with it, well, then everything they said gets tossed out the window. So if they said, hey, black people suck, and also don't hang out with 20-year-old men, and you find out that black people are fine, you start to wonder what else did they lie about, and you start to do
you
things.
don't. There's no trust.
Right. And unfortunately,
you know, there's no believing.
that leads to that type of rebellion where you put yourself in a shit ton of danger just being a teenager because, you know, mom and dad are assholes. Like, nah, man, that's crazy. Well, I'm happy nothing happened, but those dudes were horrible dudes, man. Thank God they didn't do anything. Thank God they sucked at their band.
Pretty much, I guess that's.
Because you know they would have tried to get some backstage shenanigans going. That's the shitty band's dream. Half the reason dudes join a band is to try to get chicks, especially the ones that are bad.
I would say that's pretty much.
Yeah, the ones that actually care about their music eventually get good or quit playing because they don't want to be an insult to the genre that they're a part of. And if they truly care. But the ones that are bad, don't care, and are still like trying to solicit women, like, oh, you're just pretty much here for the women. You think this is a way for you to get laid, so you started a band.
Or they've given up on music, and that's all they kind of bother with. I think a lot of people thought I was. I looked when I was 15. I looked 20. Some people thought I was always older.
Did you say anything to him?
Yeah, I was always up front.
Oh, okay. Then yeah. That ain't on you. I hear that story way too much though. Like as far as like all these. It just seems like the discernment of men around women is almost always questionable. And I would like to state that my guys, at least to my knowledge, are solid, but it wasn't always like that because there were some people in our group that we had to stop associating with once we became adults because of how they conducted themselves around women. You just really never know. We've whittled out a ton of people out the group at this point. So I believe personally, I probably won't lose any more male friends to that type of bullshit because my meter is up and I've expelled everybody. But it still surprises me how bad men are around a lot of this stuff. Underage women get dudes a lot.
I think sadly a lot of it was learned from my parents in terms of like how you can expect to be treated. So it wasn't uncommon for you know, a 40-year-old man to be flirting with me in front of my parents, and it was not frowned upon.
That's crazy.
You know, hugging and kissing on me kind of thing. And especially if you're in the church, that you're clean. You're clean and free.
And what's even worse is they want you to kiss and do all that shit up in church because they want you to find a good Christian man. They know all that shit will eventually lead to something, right? And it's what they want because they want you to find a good Christian man. So when you're, you know, being overly touched by people you probably shouldn't, they overlook it because it's a man of Christ and they want you to find a man of Christ. churches that be doing they do purity balls and all that other stuff like that. I mean, to each their own for their way of living, but sometimes some of the stuff that happens, man, feels very vampiric. No, thank you, Father, for those. Very one of us like, and I would say that Alcoholics Anonymous kind of feels that way too. I was just listening to a podcast where they were talking about how they're very often inviting kids to go to Alcoholic Anonymous meetings with their parents.
Inviting kids to go to Alcoholics Anonymous with their parents.
Mm-hmm.
Who is inviting them?
The presenters. They make it very clear and known that it's okay for you to bring your child and your children and this and that. And I get the purpose, because not everyone has someone to watch your kid. And if you need help, right? But that's the guise of it. But more so what it feels like is, you know, AA is mainly a religious thing. It's predominantly a religious thing. It's why it fails for a lot of people, because if you don't have the supernatural gun theory, a lot of it loses weight, right? So it just feels like another. Were you fighting T-Rex?
Yeah, I was trying to be a badass and bring him to.
Oh, he was already mounted. He was already mounted, so you wouldn't be able to put him in a mountable state for the next 15 minutes. So you would have just had to kill him, pretty much. We got 2 rides out of Magnamala because we've been going for 20 minutes already. T-Rex, we rode him at 10 minutes in. So we're looking for at least another 5 minutes before he's mountable. And that's assuming he doesn't leave the map.
Yeah, that's interesting that they would invite children and not have like a separate family meeting, just because I've never been to one, but I imagine that you want to have an open space where you would want to talk freely, or the kids being dropped off at like a nursery room or something.
All of it is different, right? Because there's no technical, the STEPS program, there's a basis to it, but kind of how you run it is up to the people that are certified and are doing and leading the class and yada, 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 right? So whether the kids come in, go to another room with a chaperone that's watching them, or are literally in the main room with the meeting, that's all dependent. But the issue is, no matter what, it all just like, you know, if you put your kid in another room, do you think in the other room with the rest of the children and whomever is charged with watching them, that they're not about to hear about Jesus while they're over there? Most of these meetings are held in churches, and it is a religious program. So bring your kids to me is more like one of us. One, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you want to become one of us? Oh, bring your kids. It's a family thing. It's a Christian thing. Starts to feel very one of us-ish. Like, I need help with my drinking. Oh, well, have you tried God? Bring your kids. It's like, what, my kids don't need help with drinking, but it's genetic. So they're gonna need help. You might as well bring your whole family.
Yeah, and then it just becomes normal for them.
Yep. And then family stuff, they have Al-Anon, which is a whole different set of meetings that's meant for people who are dealing with people that have substance problems. So, like, it's not even an Al-Anon meeting. It's just straight up. Bring your kids to Alcoholic Anonymous. It's good for them. What?
Well, there's no age on that one. So I think probably you probably see older adults. So
dude is doing. Oh my god. I should have brought my gun, man. Only because his armor is so thick.
Oh no.
He doesn't have a lot of life, but he also doesn't have a lot of weak points. Even his tail is armored.
Oh no, 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 no. Gus Crab.
He's Gus Crab King.
Well, I feel like if we just rounded off the conversation with some politics, we've covered everything that we could possibly be in trouble for.
People want to be outraged. Fuck 'em. If anything I said offends anyone that's watching or listening at any date, fuck 'em.
Oh, I'm not worried about other people.
Oh yeah, I
I'm
know
just
you
saying
ain't. I'm
terms
just letting
of
them
terms
know.
of service.
I'm letting them. Oh no. We haven't broken any toss, not at all. All right, some of these bones. Bone saw is. Oh my god, we got to get you some fucking some.
What?
You got the hodgepodge gear. We got to get you some drip. You got to be looking
I
good.
literally just got the ability to do layered armor
I know.
too. So.
I know. They know it's in a big part of what everyone wants from Monster Hunter, so they really do leave it towards the end. I think that's hilarious.
So everybody just looks ridiculous until then.
Absolutely. Or they wear armor that isn't optimum just because they don't want to look ugly.
Yeah, that's true. I've definitely seen that.
Y'all. I don't know what just happened. Kushala jumped off the cliff, but he did it in a weird way. I'm probably quick.
I think it was the cat. Or, I don't... Actually. That was kind of amazing. Got me mid-air. Well, not sure I did a whole lot there, but thank you.
Kushala has a lot of handicraft, which is great. Early game, I think there's only like 3 armor sets that have a decent amount of handicraft built in. Magnamala, Kushala, and it's one of the default armor sets. One of those, like, I think it might be Chrome, the Chrome armor set. Has some handicraft in it, but it's not a lot. But Kushala, I think Kushala has enough handicraft to take you to like level 4 or something like that, which is very difficult to find right now. Becomes easier later game, especially when Sun breaks out. Becomes a lot easier to get some handicraft in your build, but right now Kushala is big important if you want handicraft. It is sweet white sharpness. All right, post up what you need. I'm here, bro. You know what? I'm probably gonna try at some point running my OBS without preview window. Let's see if that affects the performance of my PC.
and run and do a preview somewhere else, or not at all?
Not at all. Just make sure everything's good before I fire up my stream. But when I go live, to just really not have a preview and see if I can get more performance out of my PC when I'm gaming PC side. Like, it doesn't matter right now because, you know, obviously we're playing on Xbox, but when I need more power and more performance out of my PC while streaming, I'm gonna see if I can do that, if that helps any at all. I mean, because at the end of the day, the actual preview isn't really that taxing, but you know, when you need power, you get it from anywhere you can.
Did you ever do those arena quests?
I did not.
We could do. You want to do those? I don't have anything else.
I said nothing but a word. This will give me the mighty bow feather too, which is silly that it's the only place to get there's a damn it, what's the name of that? I forgot the name of the skill, but it's a skill that gives you a bonus charge to your bows, and there are certain attacks that you'll never be able to reach in your bow combos because your bow has combos. You know, if you pay attention to the right hand side when you're looking at your bow, it'll tell you how it shoots. It'll be like spread, piercing, spread, normal, right, or something like that. That means if you fire your bow 4 times in a row, it will do a spread shot, a straight shot, a spread shot, then a piercing shot. You know what I'm saying? So mighty bow feather gives you the ability to access that last part of the combo, because there are a lot of bows where if you don't have that, you can only get 3 of the shots off in a combo. And for some bows that doesn't matter at all. You know, if you're doing nothing but the same level of spread shots, because the shots have levels too, and usually as you go up in combo, the level goes up, which means the damage of the shots goes up, right? But there are some bows that are fairly consistent across the board, does the same type of shot and damage no matter what part of the combo you're on. You don't necessarily need the bow charge skill to utilize those weapons. But if you see that, you know, let's say I'm a spread bow guy, so if I see that, you know, the last level is a spread shot 5 and the other ones is a spread shot 3, yeah, I'm gonna pop that feather on, because that spread shot 5 is gonna be the shit.
Yeah.
You can also skip steps in your bow charge by dodging while you're attacking.
Skip
it takes your charge level up.
In your bow charge.
Yeah, because you charge your bow by either holding the shot or shooting the shot. You can also charge it by dodging. So you can shoot a shot.
What about is that applicable to the light bow gun?
No.
Okay.
Because light bow guns and heavy bow guns don't have levels.
Okay.
Well, they have ammo type levels, but not levels to their shooting. You get what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because the ammo, technically, the bow coatings have nothing to do with the damage type of the base damage of the shot. It can increase the damage depending on which coating you have, but like spread shot 3 will always be weaker than spread shot 5, whether you have on any coatings or not. What's the name? Bow guns, you don't have to worry about charging and getting to the next level. Like, you don't have to shoot water type ammo 1 to get to water type ammo 2. It just doesn't work congruently like that. You can just go straight to, you know, water type ammo 3 and just shoot that until you're out of it.
I'll have to mess around more with those. I've really only played with the light bow gun.
Yeah, most people don't do ranged simply because people, it's like the lands and the gun lands where
Are you
people
gonna
don't
post?
run them because one, they're weird as soon as you pick them up, and two, they're not inherently something you get right away. So people just go like, all right, I'll go back to sword because at least I know what I'm doing, or I'll go back to you know, whatever. Gunland, you got to figure that shit out. Same thing with all the ranged weaponry. Like you get damage, but how do you know, it doesn't feel super effective until you really learn how to do what you're doing.
Yeah, and I think typically if you've ever played a hunter class, you're coming in and that's the first thing you're going to go after is the ranged. So I very much experienced that of coming in and being like, oh yeah, of course, I'll do the ranged weapon. I'm a hunter. Like that was my main in WoW. And then that's what I went for when like I played Skyrim or any other type of game. So it was like I picked it up and then I put it down. I was like, okay, I'll do the dual blades.
Yeah, because it's not very straightforward in comparison to a lot of the other weapons. Ranged attacks in this game are definitely have a degree of understanding, not necessarily how to attack, but you know, like how do I build my bowgun, like you know what I'm saying? Even understanding the concept that every bowgun can't shoot every ammo, you know, like now you got specialized weapons with specialized ammo types.
Yeah, that does get a little confusing if you don't realize that that's the case.
Right. Every weapon has different ammo.
I think it's a cool system.
Yeah.
It's a cool system. It's super unique. I just think it's definitely more complex than what like most games that people have played. Go post the quest.
I already did.
What? I thought it lit up when it was.
It doesn't show that it's blue for you?
No.
Like I don't have a blue thing next to my name or an orange thing?
No.
Not at all. Huh.
No, but it's there. My bad. I'm over here yelling at you and you posted it.
Yeah, I posted that as soon as we came back, as soon as you mentioned, let's do the arena.
Yeah, it was all grayed out. First you weren't in the game. Jeez, Xbox.
Yeah, I was just about to say, it sounds like you need to restart your box. That happens from time to time. I also think that the quick resume function in this game does not work the way it is intended. What weapon you going?
Oh. What?
When you're doing an arena, you don't get to bring your gear. You have to use a pre-made set. So it's why it's a little bit more difficult. You don't get to bring in your gear. It's automatically set to be as difficult as a 4-person hunt, and your items are limited.
I guess the greatsword. Is that a greatsword?
Nope. There we got switch axe, hunting horn, gun lance, longsword, and LBG,
longsword,
light bow gun.
I'll do longsword.
All right, I'll go gun lance. It's a bird. We'll be all right. He ain't gonna be too tough.
How have I never done this before?
Arenas?
Yeah.
Because they're completely separate from the rest. And most people don't do them because they require a fixed team. Like you can't party up with randos to come in here. It's gotta be a fixed team with all these like strict things, and people don't like it.
Huh.
But in my opinion, can you hunt, bro? Well, figure it out. about to pop, bro.
I just got pecked.
You put the peck to you, boy. That's Peter Popoff over there. Yep. I need that.
And you don't get to choose your switch skills?
No. You get to choose nothing.
Okay. Do you think people would like this if this was like a one-man thing, or they don't like the oh, I'm gonna die?
People one man it often, because you can one man a 4-man hunt, no problem. Just take you a while. But again,
do people not like being like OP, like having like going back to the base?
I can't really tell you why a lot of people don't do this, other than I know that most people that play Monster Hunter are not that skilled at Monster Hunter. I'm just flat out. And if you go into a lobby with randos, everybody's dying, right? People don't take the time to not play this game multiplayer, which is fine because it's a very multiplayer focused game. But if you don't have a dedicated friend base, and you cannot get with randos in here, people probably don't play simply because, in my opinion, the easiest, most likely thing is that they can't play with other people. And while you can probably kill this thing by yourself, I don't know how many people, when they get to like the harder monsters, can actually take them down by themselves, especially with 4 people health. Now, people like me, and I assume people like you, can most likely do it, but you know, the concept of like, not only do you have to do it by yourself, but it's difficult and it's long, people tap out.
Yeah.
But there are rewards that are unique here. You can't get anywhere else. And it's especially base game, it was definitely worth doing just for the bow charge. But I don't know what you get in Sunbreak. Or if there's any additional quest to be done. I should probably check that. I've never checked the arena quest of something. I actually never did.
Really?
Huh. I've never finished Sunbreak. I'm very far from being finished with Sunbreak. Like, I haven't played since the second update of Sunbreak, and they've updated it about 6 times now. And usually there's like months between updates. So I'm very out of sync with my completion rate for Sunbreak, but that's fine. Because I don't want to get too far into it, because eventually I'll be making my way over here, and this will be my master save file. I want my master save file to be on this console. By master save file, I just mean my most complete. Oh crap.
Yeah,
what switch skills did they give you?
Oh, sorry. The defense one where you put up a shield, and then the one where you jump up, so no actual damage.
Serenity, which is the counter, that's the most damaging move Longsword has. So rely on that. But Longsword as a whole is a complete counter weapon. The whole thing is supposed to be about counterattacking. So just keep that in mind with your Ijitsu slashes and all that other stuff like that. He's almost down.
Well, I guess that one does damage if you get a strike. It's been a while since I've played with the longsword.
Yeah, and that kick allows you to do the ham splitter, which is another really good move. All right. First arena quest down. So now you know. They get a little bit more difficult as they go up, but I don't think anything is beyond our ability to handle. It just sucks not having an evade extender. That's my bread and butter, my go-to. It's my favorite comfort skill in the entire game is evade extender. All right, grabbing the next quest. Oh yeah, let's do the challenge ones too. Because we got arena, we got the 5 arena, and we got the challenge quest. We'll bounce back and forth between them. In total, between them all, I think there's like 11 or 12. So start knocking them out.
Okay.
Oh, wow. Skip frames due to encoder lag. I'm at 29% lag rate. So let me drop my bit rate and see if that helps my skip frames. I'm using, I'm simulcasting to both Facebook and not Facebook, to 2 sources. Jesus Christ, because I'm trying to talk and do shit at the same time. And
You're a professional at that.
But I'm reading. That's my problem. I can't talk and read at the same time. I can talk and play. I can talk and whatever, but I can't talk and read at the same time because I'll just end up saying what I'm reading. But yeah, I'm simulcasting to my YouTube platform and my Twitch platform. I'm not a partner or affiliate or either, so it's not a toss.
Yeah, I was just watching a video after I had messaged you about the restream capabilities, and then I watched a video. And he was going over how you can multi-stream from OBS.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't, someone in the comments was like, well, just remember you can't do this if you're an affiliate or a partner.
Yeah.
And I think I've heard that before, but it's just like, I don't know.
And people say you ain't supposed to do it, but you know, yeah, almost everyone does it. Let's just keep it a buck. Even the big streamers, not the biggest streamers, because their whole deal was the fact that they got an exclusive thing and they got paid due to that exclusivity. But really, it very under the radar people. They usually, you know, simulcast.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I dropped my bit rate from 6K to 45K. I'm sorry, from 60K to 45K. Oh, they got dual blades here for you. Ooh, and they got lance and hammer and insect glaive. I'm in heaven. I played hammer. My first run through Monster Hunter World and Rise were all with the hammer.
Really?
Yep.
I feel like that's the least favorite hunter weapon. I have no basis. There's no like science. I haven't ran any polls, but I just feel like that's
the one you see the least.
Yeah.
It's a
very shaman weapon, like the hammer.
It's a very what? Oh no, not in this game.
Like a shaman.
Yeah, not in this game. No, not at all. That's usually Western RPGs give shamans and all these other people hammers. Eastern RPGs give strong men, like big brutes, hammers.
Okay.
And this is, for all intents and purposes, a JRPG. So it's Brutus McCall. But I think hammer is about middle of the list. The most unused and unplayed weapon in Monster Hunter is lance, followed directly by gun lance, and they're way at the bottom.
I love watching you play with the lance because you're right. I have never seen it used before ever.
Oh, you know what?
But I was like,
my bad. The most unused weapon is hunting horn, then lance, then gun lance. My bad. But go ahead.
Yeah, nobody. I feel like all support usually at the bottom.
Yeah, which is unfortunate, man, because support is strong in this game. It really is, especially once you get a lot more Sunbreak skills and shit like that. Like the songs that they give you on Sunbreak, I think they realized that what's the name? What do you call that? Hunting Horn was in a rough place because of how little people used it. So they really gave it a lot of love and a lot of buffs, like the songs that allow you to like have sharpness reduction, or even like you can get a song that gives people handicraft now. So increasing sharpness is insane. Giving everybody in your party purple sharpness, if it's not natural, will increase their damage by like tremendous. The biggest damage increase that you get in this game is your sharpness of your weapon. That and critical boost.
From hunting horn, you're saying?
From sharpness of your weapon, period. So anything that can give you additional sharpness or slow down your sharpness loss is golden. It's gonna maximize your damage. God damn, hammer's nasty. One thing that I don't like that they did in this game is they definitely made hammer stuns a lot less often.
And is it a percentage or is it like something that procs?
It's something that procs. See? Just KO'd him. Oh no, he's not KO. What the hell is wrong with him? Oh, that must be damage threshold. This might KO. Nope. But yeah, back in World, you can literally count how many times you hit this motherfucker in the head with the hammer to know when that KO is coming up.
Really?
Mm-hmm. It was very something that you can anticipate, call out, the whole 9 yards. Here, you don't have as much KO potential. It takes a while to get, like, your first KO is fast. You hit him in the head about 10 times, he'll go down, right? The second KO feels like it takes forever, and it never used to be like that. To the point where I don't even feel like it's a point of putting in the skill that gives you an extra like 30 to 40% KO damage. It still doesn't feel like it does anything worth it. Somebody commented on my Lance video. I was checking my videos earlier. It was like, yo, the Lance swag though. And I'm like, yeah, man. No one cares about this weapon. Hunting horn, lance, and gun lance. Gun lance got, I think gun lance, I would have to check and see. I don't know if it moved up in popularity or not, but they added a move in Sunbreak that just took that weapon to the fucking max. And it just gives you the ability to fly forward and dump all your resources right into the enemy. So you have 3 types of blasts that you can do. Your normal shelling, your wyvern stake, which is like this thing that you stick into the monster and it kind of snakes around then explodes. And then you have a blast that you can like hold up your guard, fully charge up your gun lance. It takes a second to actually go off, and then it pretty much it's the biggest move that they have. I forgot what it's called, dragon something. Sunbreak gives you the ability not only to do all three of those type of blasts at the same time, it also propels you forward and reloads all of your shit. So let's say you were low on shells, you can only do the wyvern fire, that's the name of it. You can only do wyvern fire one time, and then it has a cooldown meter. And the wyvern stake, you have to reload that. If you do this particular move, which I forgot what it's called, if you do this particular move with gun lance, it gives you, like, even if your fucking cooldown is up for your wyvern fire or your wyvern blast, it will just give it back to you. It literally will just take all your cooldown away and just let you just blast. So
Oh wow.
it gave you the ability to do your most damaging attack over and over and over again. It's fucking ridiculous. So gun lance may have moved up just because of that fucking blast move. What's the name of that move? I gotta look it up. I was about to call it blast dash, but it's not. It's not the name of it. Sunbreak. Ooh, my bad. Me, actually, while I'm sitting here talking shit, this time it is on me. Going back to the arena, to be slaying a barrel. Why are they talking to me about? I said Gunlance skills, and they're talking to me about Gunlance combos. It's amazing how when you look up an article about video games, how the article is Bullet Barrage. That's the name of it. How like so much bullshit comes up. You'll click on something that's supposed to be a guide, and instead it's like a full article, and in between every paragraph is a video that's an ad. It's aggravating.
Yeah, it really is.
We're dealing with Baroff. I hate to be a repeater, but I'm gonna go Horn again, just because I don't want to have to deal with him, his hard skin. Well, we're down to all right, multiple.